is a growing trend now. Since the last 8 years or so, the Western countries, the US, Canada, UK, Germany, even Israel, Finland, Netherlands, they're offering fabulous options to Indian students to study in their countries. And some of the best universities in these countries are offering scholarships also after 12th standard. There used to be a trend in India कि India में engineering करो and then go abroad for MS in the US. This was a very well-established trend. A lot of students used to go and back scholarships also like that. But now there is a shift in that trend. Students consider going abroad after 12th standard itself, and many universities to very deserving students are also offering scholarships. So this is also another area or another set of options which one must consider. And there are three natural advantages which Indian students have, and that's because of the last 30 to 40 years of Indian students who have gone abroad and have been very successful, not just in education but also in jobs, also in business. So there is reputation which Indian students have. They can speak English, they can understand English, they can write English, number one. Secondly, they are supposed to be sincere and hardworking. This is the perception which the West has about Indian students. And thirdly, they are very strong in STEM fields. By STEM, I mean science, technology, engineering, M for maths, M for medicine. So basically, in STEM fields, Indian students are very strong, but our curriculum is such that we are one notch, two notches ahead of most Western schools till 12th standard. And because of a superior technical background, our students' fundamentals are usually better than most students in the West, and therefore these universities really covet bright, hardworking Indian students in their campuses. Another very important point which one has to note, and this is going to play out in the next few years, is because of this geopolitical war which is happening between the West and the Russia-China bloc, because China is largely blamed by the West for the coronavirus, they call it the Chinese virus. How credible that claim is, of course, open to debate. But essentially, now Chinese students won't be welcome in Western universities in such large numbers as they were before. The ratio of Indian to Chinese students going abroad in the past 10 years was 1:4 or 1:5. Now it's going to come down, and India is going to even out with respect to China. So the number of options for education, for jobs, for even startup capital from the West is going to gravitate towards India more as compared to China. So Indian students are in a sweet spot. India's foreign policy makes it friendly with respect to the West, with respect to the Russia-China divide as well. So Indian students are going to attract options from both sides of the geopolitical spectrum, and therefore Indian students are in a sweet spot. There is a growing trend, and it's going to grow phenomenally in the coming years. Of course, the only deterrent is the prohibitively high costs. So if a student after 12 wants to go abroad, typically in the Western universities, without scholarship, the expenses can be anywhere between 50 lakhs to 1.5 crores. 1.5 crores. So that's quite an expense for undergrad education. But if you can afford it, it's an option worth considering. And as far as our students are concerned, we always tell them that keep that also option open. If you get into the IITs, the BITS or the NITs, stay in India. Otherwise, this is also an option which you can consider if you wish to make a career in engineering.